So I've said this before. God will speak to you in different ways throughout your life, but you have to keep your eyes peeled so you can see and listen to what God wants you to do. So I just want to touch back on this subject again, just to give you guys a personal example. So maybe you guys could actually see and listen to how or what I'm trying to say. Because I can say these words, but it doesn't really make sense unless you are in the situation or unless you hear from somebody else. So I've been making videos for a long time and I've been talking about Jesus for a long time. When I do this type of content, I love it because it's something that people can take with them forever. And it's not just my words, it's not my advice, it's God's advice. It's based off the Bible, it's based off of my experience. And after prayer and prayer, sometimes I don't have a video ready, but when I pray, a thought comes into mind. But with that being said, I just want to give you guys an example that just happened recently. So as I mentioned, I made videos for a long time, but I was just being too humble about my passion. So whenever people would mention what I like to do, like what's my passion, I would never mention me making content about God. And I did that because I didn't want to seem arrogant. I didn't want to seem too flashy or anything like that. Somebody prophesied over me, and people have been telling me this throughout different occasions, and these people don't even know each other, but they've told me that this is what I'm meant to do. That I'm meant to walk by faith and not by sight. And it's very hard to do that. I'm going to be honest. It's very hard to walk by faith and, not focus on things in front of you. Like the financial things. Like the things behind the scenes that nobody sees. It's hard to do that. It's easier to say, and it sounds so welcoming and so, comfortable to say that. But once you're actually in the real world and you actually had to follow by this, walk by faith and not by sight, it's very hard. It is doable, but it's very hard. I want to be real and raw and honest, and I'm not against that. I'm 100% with that. That's why I have it written right there. I'm just giving you guys the reality. It's going to be hard to do these things as a Christian when you see different opportunities in your face and you have to choose the right one. And the right one may take a long time for success. But I say this to say that somebody has prophesied over me at my church, and he told me something that's very impactful that I will not say just because there's some things that need to be kept a secret, but you guys won't know when it happens. That's all I gotta say. I was going to mention it, but I feel like this thing right here, especially being prophesied over about this certain situation, I'm like, this is very serious. When it happened, I got the chills. I was like, oof, wow. But I know it was from God because different people had told me this, and these are different people. And it's funny enough because a lot of people told me this, but also people who are not even Christian have told me this, which is pretty funny. God works in mysterious ways. But for the most part, Christians have told me this. Listen to the things that your friends are telling you, to even random people that you meet on the street or in the store, or pastors, people in church. Listen to keep your eyes open. Well, that's to keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Because God's going to speak to you in so many different ways. It could be you see the same sign so many times and it just sticks out. It could be, your friends or family tell you that you're so good at doing this. I can see you doing this. You have to keep that in mind and fight with it. People will tell you these things, but if you don't fight with it, if you don't fight what God's plan is, then it's not going to happen. Gonna be honest with you. You have to fight with it. People could prophesy over you all day, but if you don't take action and really work towards it, reading the Bible and praying and staying in God's presence, then you will not have what God has planned for you. You have to fight with what God is saying, because you have to do it. It's not just, someone prayed over me and then they prophesied over me and, it's going to happen. No, you have to fight with it. We all wish it was like that. We wish that, we get prophesied over and then boom, we get the instant gratification and the success that God wants us to have. But it's not like that. But you see how important it is to pay attention with your ears and your eyes and not to follow your desires sometimes, because you could get prophesied over, but then something else comes up. You don't even realize it. You just don't even think of what God has planned for you. You think of the money. You think of, I don't know, different things that come with your desires that you really love to do. And you want to choose that, but God has something planned for you way better and bigger, but it's a slow process and a longer process. But in the end, it's going to get you somewhere that you don't not know where it's at, but God has your back all the way through. But what I want you guys to take away from this is walk by the faith. Walk by faith. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it says walk by faith and not by sight. Well, it just says walk by faith. But it says walk by faith. It's a very important thing that I need to, and I've been listening to, is walk by faith. Don't worry about what's in front of you. Don't get mad about what's in front of you, which is your situations spiritually and what's in front of you. In every situation, career, school, whatever it is, just do it and be better. But also know that God has a better plan for you and fight with that plan. Meditate, stay in His presence, and read His Word. Because God will also speak to you through His Word. Sometimes we're so stressed out and we're just like, oh, I can't read the Bible today, man. I'm too stressed out. I got too much money problems. I got too much family problems, too much relationship issues. I can't read the Bible today because I'm going through it right now. But what if you picked up the Bible in those moments, in those key moments? Because those key moments you are complaining about are the key moments that you should be reading the Bible. Because the Bible is the medicine to your life's problems. We're not just supposed to read the Bible when we feel like it. There's days where I don't feel like reading the Bible. But when I urge myself to pick it up and I read it, I feel so much peace and just joy. And everything that I've been going through that day has gone out the window. I look back, I'm like, what am I stressed out for? God just gave me this peace. I literally try to find out, like, why was I stressed out? Because God just removes it all away. And in those moments where you feel angry or depressed or sad, pick up the Bible. Have a Bible with you all the time. Even if you're not going to read it, or you feel like you're not going to read it, just have it with you. A little pocket Bible. Have it with you. Instead of pulling on your phone in the metro, in the car, what if we just pull out the Bible? If you think about it, when we pull out our phones in those moments that we feel like, I don't know what to do, let me just pull on my phone and scroll on TikTok all day. We're making it our God. We're just passing by time and we're just curing our mind to get away from what's happening in the moment. So what if we just pick up the Bible? Pick up the medicine that God has for us. That's all I had to say for this video. If you guys like this type of content, this motivational preaching type content, let me know. Give this video a like, subscribe if you are new. And I have videos like this already on this channel. So if you want to see my recent video, click over here. And if you want to see a video that YouTube has recommended for you, click over here. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.